Throughout both science and faith, numbers often take on a bigger meaning. For example, the number 10. Whether it's an anniversary or the 10th season of a show like ours, it feels special. So my next guest says everyone actually has a life number. And today we're all going to find out what yours is and what it reveals about you. Medium Kim Russo joins us now. How are you, Kim?
Hi, how are you, Zach?
So, life numbers, why are they so important to know?
Well, everyone comes into this world when they're born based on their birthday with a vibrational number, which is called a life path. And that determines your vibration, your personality traits, your theme in life, as well as challenges. Numbers can tell a lot about a person's sole purpose.
How'd you learn about these life numbers, these life paths?
Well, numbers, a certain repetitive pattern of numbers started coming up in my life over and over. So much so, it was the number 4 actually. And these repetitive numbers were showing up on license plates, grocery receipts. I was waking up in the middle of the night at 4:44. It was everywhere I looked. And so I had to research this phenomenon. And I went to a numerologist, and then I started learning about the power of numbers and the vibrations they hold are very sacred.
But these numerology concepts are ancient, right? The pyramids of Egypt apparently used numbers to calculate different things.
Absolutely. I mean, numbers are as old, that's God's cosmic mathematical equation for all creation are in numbers. DNA, sacred geometry, vibration and sound is created with numbers. All creation.
Because science, because medicine can't prove that numerology really is predictive, there are skeptics out there. What do you say to them?
There are skeptics, I think, in everything. And I do feel that if you look back, it's very scientific. Numbers don't lie. But I have seen numbers and their vibrations and how much they do match up with a person's soul path and life mission.
All right, so you're going to show us today how to calculate our life numbers together. It's super straightforward. Everyone can do it at home. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. It's all you got to do is your birthday, which I hope you know. So input your entire birthday. That's the month, the day you were born in that month, and the year, the full 4 digits of the year. And we're going to teach you how to reduce those numbers to single digits. For example, if you're born January through September, number the months, right? January is the 1st month, September the 9th month. If you're born in October, well, that's the 10th month. So what do? You got to reduce it to one number. So 10 is 1 plus 0, which is 1. November is 11th month. 1 plus 1 is 2. You get it? So you reduce the number to
keep
one
reducing,
number.
yes, keep reducing.
And what are the first numbers you're going to add up then? You get the month.
The month you were born.
Yeah.
Okay, and if it's a single digit, it's 0, 2, 0, 6, it's that number. Then you add it to the day you were born, okay? If it's a single, just add single, double digit, add those together, and just keep adding the year, the 4 numbers, add them all up, and then add them all together, and then reduce that once again if it is a double digit.
So it sounds hard. It's not. Let me show you. We'll use my birthday. Come on.
Yes.
All right, so.
It's not hard. If I can do it, anyone can.
Okay, so real quickly, I was born in June. That's the 6th month. I don't have to reduce it to one number because 6 is one number. We're all clear, right? All right, so the day. I'm born on the 11th of June, right? So the 11th of June, it's 2 digits. So it's got to be reduced to 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2. Right? So 6th month, a 2 for the day. Then the year I was born was 1960. Right, which, if you think about it, add the dates up, the different numbers. So 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 0 is 16. That's 2 digits. It's got to be 1 again. So they make that 1 plus 6. You got 7. We all clear on this?
Yep.
You can all do this, all right? So now I've got 6 month, 2 for the day, 7 for the year. Come on over here. What do you do? You got to add that up again.
You have to add them all together. You can use your calculator on your phone if you'd like.
You don't need that, right? I think we can do it in our heads. Right?
But, technology today.
So 6 plus 2 plus 7 is 15. But guess what? That's 2 numbers, right? So you got to add them together. 1 plus 5 is 6. So my number is a 6. Now, you've all done this here, right? Everyone, show me your cards. Show me your numbers. Oh, my goodness. Everyone's appropriately. Wow. But there's a lot of 5s and 6s. I'm just eyeballing this.
Whoa.
So what does life number 6 mean? What does my number mean?
You are a typical 6, Dr. Oz.
Is that good or bad?
It's wonderful. You are the nurturer, the perfect person to make everyone feel safe. You are an overachiever. You want to make life easy for everyone.
But what's the negative? Everyone has a negative.
There are weaker people that haven't mastered this nurturing that may be attracted to you like a moth to a flame. You need to be careful not to attract a lot of needy people that just want to take from you. So you have to find the balance and not overdo things. Let people learn their own lessons.
This is not just me, it's for all of us.
I'm
going to point something out. There's no better number.
No.
All the numbers are good and they're problematic. They can be either, so you got to watch yourself. So stay tuned, because up next, Kim is going to reveal what your number, whatever it might be, means. Did you know that your life path number reveals your life's purpose? It also reveals your talents and inner drives, your challenges, even how you process emotions. Look at this cool fact. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Steven Spielberg are all life path number 5s. That means they're smart, have great ideas, and can be a positive influence on others. In fact, 5s are good at so many things that they often have a hard time deciding which path they wish to take. What could your life path number say about you? We are finding out what your life number is and what it all means. I cannot believe personally that Jay-Z and Beyonce both have the same number 5. It's pretty cool. Maybe that's why they do what they do. I just learned that I'm a 6. You can go to droz.com to find out how you can calculate your number. Super simple. But now we're going to learn what everyone's life number means. Kim Russo is back to give us some insight into each of the life numbers. So now that we know our numbers, what do we do with that information?
Well, now that you know your number, we can briefly go over them here. Look into it on your own when you want, and see if it resonates with your personality and your traits. For example, I am a number 1, and I definitely feel that I vibrate and resonate to that number, which is we do stand alone. We are original in our ideas. We teach. We are not followers. We lead the pack pretty much.
But
we do have to be careful to sometimes take the back seat and not control everything.
Got it. So we put it all out here.
Yes.
You just did number 1 up there. You're an innovator. Greens are good. Reds are bad. Notice they all have greens. They all have bad. So you just covered number 1. How about number 2? What does that mean?
You know, 2s are very good at trying to create harmony amongst their friends and connecting with other people. They know that they're in this world to connect with others. And they bring groups together, so they're great communicators. They get the crowd going, but sometimes they put themselves last.
Yeah.
That's a problem. So in the red, you have to strive to be in the green, because when you put yourself last, you know what that means. There's nothing left for yourself.
Do one more. How about number 3 there? People who are super creative, it looks like.
Creative is good. You know, we have to create from our souls. That's one of the reasons we're on this earth. So creative is good, but sometimes we have to combine the creativity with the logical brain and mix it all together. And we can't always live in like the artists, the starving artists. We sometimes have to have practicality as well.
Or you get moody, which is not so happy.
There you go.
And people don't want to be around you.
That's right.
Let's take a close look at some of the other numbers. I'm just going to pick some from the audience here. I understand Dawn is here. Dawn has a 4, which is the number you were talking about. So what do 4s have to work on?
Hi, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Well, if you look at the number 4, it's all wrapped up in itself, and there's not anything too free-flowing about the way that is structured, that number. So, but 4s are very, very trustworthy, dependable. They have a vision, and they make that vision a reality, okay? You are the doers, the movers, and the shakers.
Are you guys friends?
Yes.
Notice the heads nodding like this. Yes, confirming.
So you are definitely the one to get the party started. However, if your vision doesn't turn out the way you planned it, you don't easily release and go with the flow. Is that correct?
That is a little bit correct.
Is that you? Sometimes people have a hard time admitting that.
How does it feel to hear that?
It's crazy, actually.
Is that you?
Yes, that is definitely me. And when you had compulsive up there in red, I started to crack up a little bit.
You can be compulsive.
Yes, we joke at home that I can be a little OCD
Yes.
about things. So
Again, it's not a parlor game, right? The whole point is to apply it to your life.
Right.
It's a vibration
And
that connects to your soul. And
Absolutely.
that's definitely can help you find your soul purpose.
that it's good to consider too.
Enjoy your
as I'm
4.
moving things.
Enjoy your 4. All right,
And 4 is my favorite number, I told you.
it is.
Thank you.
Well, 4 might be your favorite number, but interestingly, the lucky number that most people consider is 7, which you have. What's your first name?
Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Hi.
So what does it mean that Linda has a 7? Is she really lucky?
You are lucky because the number 7 connects to the spiritual realm, okay? It's a very spiritual number. When God made the universe, he did pick the 7th day for us to rest and to contemplate and to go within and to praise. So basically, 7s are very, very spiritual old souls. You have a solid foundation with faith, but when you lose that faith, you start to go into your head too much. And then the playground of the mind can be very destructive, you know that. So it's okay to be analytical and plan, but we can't live in the mind. We have to go into the heart. This is where we connect to the divine. So you have to find that balance between the physical realm and the ethereal realm.
What does that
make
mean
sense?
to you?
That's very true for me because sometimes I'm very analytical about everything.
Very analytical.
And it was my son, his due date was the 7th. He was born on the 7th. And when I heard the date, the 7th, I thought, I know this person.
Weren't you there when he was born?
Yeah, but before he was born, just hearing the date, your due date is whatever. And I was like, wow, he is going to be born the 7th because I know him. I saw him.
Got it.
And then he was born on the 7th.
Well,
of August.
your spirit is very in tune. So keep that going and try to find the balance between both worlds, the inner world of your mind and your heart.
Well,
Okay.
it is a lucky number for a lot of reasons. I think all the numbers are lucky. Julia Roberts, by the way, born on the 7th.
Yes.
And your son. And your
And my son.
And my husband.
All right. So we're going to put all these numbers online so you can find out which numbers mean for you. Take advantage of it. Learn from it. Improve yourselves. That's what the whole show is always about.
That's right.
Thank you for all the advice. Be sure to pick up Kim's book, Your Soul Purpose. It's available now. My studio audience, you guys are so lucky. You're going to live in the purpose today because you're all going home with your very own copy. Share it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.